VTech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout, and the Memorial Athletic Booster Club. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive. On the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. With Mike Scavara, I'm Jevin Redmond. Week 5, the Tigers and the Warriors. And for Memorial last week, they had a big showdown on the west side with, at the time, 7th-ranked Mater Dei. Of course, the Tigers are number 1 in Class 3A. They're still number 1 in Class 3A because of their 41-13 win against the Wildcats. And offensively, not sure you could play any better than what the Tigers did. They were 6th for their first 6 in terms of scoring drives. They scored touchdowns on all 6 drives. On the 7th drive, well, they were marching down toward the end zone, but the game came to an end. But pretty much a perfect night for the Tigers offensively.
And when you like to have that, a good balance of both offense and defense, Mater Dei, they were able to score a touchdown there to cut it to an 8-point lead at one point, but the Memorial offense was just too much, scoring or accumulating almost 500 yards of offense. And when you score only 13 points against Memorial, the defense had a lot to do with it as well.
Matthew Fisher had video game numbers last week, 15 for 18 passing, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also rushed for a touchdown, and Matthew Fisher has now put together really several consecutive weeks of big numbers.
The 289 yards, a career high in yardage thrown. He tied the 4 touchdowns that he had thrown the week previously as well. So working on all cylinders. Defensively, you've got Alex Brashears, one of the top linebackers, not only in the conference, but in the state of Indiana. So it's a good blend. When you look at the numbers, Memorial has scored 148 points. That's the most in the SAC, and they've only given up 39, which is the fewest.
Let's take a look at this Harrison team. Yes, they're 0-4, but you look at some of their matchups this year and maybe some improvement based off the last few years for head coach Mo Sutton. What stands out, their first 2 weeks, they put up points. They scored 27 points against Wrights in a loss, 33 points against Jasper in a loss, and then they only lost by 10 to North in week 3. Starting quarterback Rylan Knapp did miss the game last week against Castle, so this is a Harrison team that has competed 3 of the first 4 weeks.
And certainly, and they are very athletic. That's going to be something that the Memorial Tigers will have to contend with, both offensively and defensively. When you look at their offense, very similar to the Memorial Tigers. A 4-receiver set, 1 back. They run 2 backs. They will run a tight end as well, just like the Tigers. 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, very active as well. And they're looking to put up points on the board. They've had last couple of weeks not been able to, but in any case, it ought to be an interesting matchup when you look at the way that Harrison, the potential that they have. If they can put it all together, they'll be a formidable foe for the Tigers tonight.
Seems like we say this every year, but it's true. You blink, all of a sudden you're at week 5, basically the halfway point of the regular season, with there being 9 games. And we look at the SIAC, and I don't know if there's really too many surprises record-wise about what we kind of thought on paper, but your thoughts so far through 4 weeks with the conference?
Both teams on the top, Memorial and Wrights. Memorial, like I said, number 1 in 3A. Wrights number 2 in 4A in the Indiana Football Coaches Poll. They're undefeated. But you look at Castle and Mater Dei, they've only lost once. Jasper Vincennes, they're 2-2. Central and North 1-3, and Bosse and Harrison both looking for their first wins. So a lot of things still need to happen. A lot of matchups in the second half of conference play in 2024.
Games tonight in the city. Central is at Wrights. Mater Dei heads to Jasper. North pays a visit to Bosse at Inlow Field, and Castle is home against Vincennes. There's also 2 games I'm kind of intrigued by outside of the city. You go to the PAC, where Gibson Southern plays at Southridge. Both those teams are 3-1. Heritage Hills is at North Posey. Heritage Hills is 3-1, North Posey 4-0. Of course, both those teams were state runners-up a season ago. The Patriots in 3A and the Vikings in Class 2A. But, hey, 3 of those 4 teams are in your sectional if you're Memorial.
That's right, along with Mater Dei that we saw. And give Mount Vernon along at Vincennes, who we'll see in a few weeks, kudos as well. Princeton is the 8th team in that conference. It's never too early to talk about sectional 32, and we'll be talking more about that as the rest of the year goes on.
Tigers fans, you can continue the tradition of supporting Memorial Athletics by joining and supporting the Booster Club. You can join or come to their annual steak night a week from tomorrow, September 28th, at the school for great food and fellowship. Like us on Facebook for more Booster Club information. Let's take our first break on our Royal Express Car Wash pregame show, Week 5, Tigers and Warriors, here on IndianaSRN.
Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career, your first pay raise, the 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family, or the day of your last car loan payment, much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree, we care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Back on our pregame show here at Romaine Stadium, Week 5 between the Warriors and the Tigers with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices.
Pete Rupp, the kind of patriarch of the Rupp family, who had passed away earlier this year, in 1966 graduate, member of the Hall of Fame at Memorial. I'm sure he is just excited about the season that the Memorial Tigers football team, the 2024 edition, has gone. And again, always helping the athletic program, doing all kinds of things behind the scenes, not only for Memorial football, Memorial athletics, but the community as well. So Pete Rupp, we miss you, and we appreciate the Rupp family, Royal Car Wash, Royal Express Car Wash being our pregame sponsor.
Our head coach comparison for tonight's matchup. First for the Tigers, John Hurley in his 17th season, and for the Warriors, Mo Sutton in his 5th year.
Well, John Hurley, 1989 Memorial grad, as Mo Sutton, a 1998 Harrison grad. So both of these team coaches coming away with opportunities to coach at their alma maters. Coach Hurley has done a great job since 2008 being the head coach. He's 16-1 against Harrison. The only loss was in 2015 when Harrison won their last sectional. They won 6 sectionals in their history. Coach Sutton, he played on the 96 and 97 team.
Our head coach and player profiles are brought to you by Merle Norman Studio. Come visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. They specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines to fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. The Merle Norman Studio is located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. Give them a call at 812-476-0657. And time for the player profile part. We'll start with the Tigers in Liam Bryan, who last year had to play a little bit quarterback. He was a backup, and he's playing a new position this year.
Yeah, he's a senior this year, a versatile player. The quarterback, as you talked about, defensive end, doing a good job defensively here. Some question whether he'll be in the game tonight or not. We'll see. Plays with high energy and determination, according to Coach Hurley. Physical and tough competitor, a three-sport athlete for the Tigers.
And the second Tiger player we'll highlight is senior fullback and also running back Landon Horning.
Landon Horning, a physical and undersized player, according to Coach Hurley. He does what, as Coach Hurley says, does the dirty work. As a fullback, does a great job of blocking, protecting Matthew Fisher. He will run the football. He does extra for success, as Coach Hurley likes to say. A quality wrestler, and that helps him out, I think, in his duties playing in the backfield.
We switch to the Harrison side, a team that likes to throw the ball a lot with senior quarterback Rylan Knapp, and one of his favorite targets is Xavier Brooks, their 6'1 senior wide receiver.
A two-year starter, a captain, a two-way player. We'll be mentioning Xavier Brooks' name a lot. Again, one of his father, one of the many coaches, Myshawn Brooks, that have ties to the Harrison program. A hard worker, committed to the program, Coach Mo Sutton says. An honor student, plans to play in college. He's already got a couple of D3 offers.
And their quarterback is Rylan Knapp, who missed last week's game against Castle, but did put up some big numbers the first 3 weeks.
Another captain, a four-year quarterback in the program. He stepped up, played a lot last year, has been a starter this year. The leader of the offense, Coach Sutton talks about. A coach on the field, an honor student. He's very active in the school. He calls an ambassador for the school. If someone wants to talk about Harrison, he's willing to talk to them about it.
Again, our head coach and player profiles are brought to you by the Merle Norman Studio. You can visit Natalie and Kelsey Pence, owners of the Merle Norman Studio. They specialize in creating customized skincare and makeup routines that fit each person's individual needs. Plus, they have a great selection of clothing, handbags, jewelry, and other accessories. They are located in Evansville at 507 North Green River Road. Give them a call, 812-476-0657. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and also keys to the game here on IndianaSRN.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Wrights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit wrightsmemorial.org for more information.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft.
I believe in building a community.
And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Wrights Memorial.
We are inching closer to kickoff, week 5 of the regular season, Harrison and Memorial with Mike Scovara. I'm Javin Redmond. This is the Royal Express Car Wash pregame show, and we take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the Tigers offense, which has put up big numbers this year, averaging 37 points per game.
Offensively, we're going to talk about the wide receivers in the backfield for both teams. Simon Schultz, Luke Dockery, Luke Elsperman, and Max Anslinger. The receivers, Matthew Fisher, the quarterback, Dylan Kendrick. Those guys have put, as you said, Jevin, a lot of points up, and we'll talk a little bit as the game goes on about the front 5 as well.
The defense has also been doing their job, holding opponents below 10 points per game.
The linebacker core of Alex Brashears, Jake Brackett, and Connor O'Donohue have really led the Tigers in tackles, but you got to look at that secondary of Joseph Hinkie, J.J. Lowry, Wes Kelly, and Jake Lively. They are going to be tested tonight by the receiving core of the Harrison Warriors.
And for Harrison, they're 0-4 on the year, but their offense averages about 17 points per game. A lot of passing, over 200 yards per contest.
And Rylan Knapp will be saying his name a lot. Jay Sutton in there as far as the running back is also, we'll see Jackson Calhoun. But the wide receivers, big numbers, Xavier Brooks, Cordavian Reed, Addison Thomas, and Brock Cosby. We'll be calling their names a lot here tonight.
And the Harrison defense will have their work cut out for them tonight. They've given up 30 or more points in 3 of the first 4 games.
Linebacker core, Malachi Ussery, Michael Jones, Braxton Bishop, and Jay Sutton. They're going to have to be very active because of the running game as well as the passing game. But you've got some athletes in the secondary. Cordavian Reed, DeCarlo Seawood, Xavier Brooks, and Jordan Hogan. They are athletic and will be hounding those 4 receivers we talked about for Memorial.
That wraps up our pregame show brought to you by Royal Express Car Wash. They provide daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville, located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side. The Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes, as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. Kickoff is next from Romaine Stadium here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to succeed.
As the 4 captains meet at the midfield stripe for tonight's coin toss, Mike, how about some keys for both sides tonight?
Defense is going to be the key. I think both teams run the same offense, a spread offense, the passing game. Who can stop each other's passing game? Offensively for both teams, though, how can they best utilize the weapons that they have? And the other thing, too, is both teams' running game will be a key as well. If Memorial can establish a running game, or Harrison, that will make the passing game more effective.
Looks like the Tigers will kick off first. Therefore, we'll see this Harrison offense.
Well, on the field there, the captain, Xavier Brooks, Jay Sutton, along with Rylan Knapp, and along with Gavin Osborne, the Memorial Tigers captains of Matthew Fisher, Luke Elsperman, Alex Brashears, and Parker Mattingly. As we're about ready for football here, Both of these teams have played every year since 1962 when Harrison started. Memorial leads the all-time series 41-21-2. As again, Memorial 6-17 in wins, while in the history of Harrison, they've got 337.
A somewhat warm evening, 86 degrees here at Romaine Stadium. The Tigers will kick off left to right on your screen with Xavier Brooks and Cordavian Reed back deep to return.
6 touchbacks on the year for Pate Barrett, as we're about ready for football here at Romaine Stadium on the east side. Both two schools, east side players, as the Memorial Tigers looking to maintain that #1 ranking in the state of Indiana in Class 3A. John Hurley's ball club, or Mo Sutton, looking to come away with a big upset victory here tonight.
Week 5 is underway with a Pate Barrett kickoff that drifts to about the 3-yard line. It'll be Xavier Brooks on the return, zigzagging middle of the field, and he gets tripped up just past the 25-yard line.
Good coverage there on the special teams. Good job by a couple of players. It was Wes Kelly along with Jalen Carter.
Wrights Memorial High School is in their 100th year, providing an environment where God inspires, they educate, and students thrive. You can join them in their year-long celebration by checking out the website at wrightsmemorial.org for more information. We mentioned this Harrison offense. They average just over 200 yards through the air per game, thanks to senior quarterback Rylan Knapp on his first snap. He hands off to the running back, and about a yard or two on the first carry. Again, they won't run a ton. At least they haven't had much success on the season. That was Jay Sutton, the 6'1 senior, on the first carry.
Combs and Brochere is the last two Tigers to get up off the ground. The Memorial Tigers in their white traveling, as the Harrison Warriors wearing their school colors of red and black.
3 wide receivers set. Xavier Brooks here to the near side. Rylan Knapp hands off again to Sutton. He is marching off right tackle. He's undercut by linebacker Connor O'Donohue. After a gain of 3 or 4, sets up a manageable 3rd down.
Now we talked about the linebackers, very active for both squads. O'Donohue, the second leading tackler for the Tigers, coming in with 35. Alex Brochere leads Memorial with 54. Again, one of the top tacklers in the state of Indiana.
Rylan Knapp, the senior quarterback for Harrison, did not play last week in the Warriors' 42-7 loss here at home against Castle, but on the season he's completed 68% of his passes for just over 600 yards.
3 receivers out left. Maybe a pass coming up.
On 3rd down, quick pass out in the flat, sails over the head of Cordavian Reed. And it's 4th down. Looks like the Warriors will go 3 and out, and they'll have to punt it away.
Looks like Brooks will be the punter. So 3 and out for the Tiger defense, with Dockery and Elsperman to receive the punt.
Interesting, they had Seymour on their stats as a man that had punted the most for Harrison, 11 punts on the season, but it is Brooks, as Mike mentioned, with the first punt of the night. Tigers have a pair back, waiting the kick. That is Luke Elsperman. He'll be on the far side of your screen, and Luke Dockery will be on the near side. Play clock inside of 5 seconds. Harrison.
Are they missing a player or what? I'm not sure. They got a timeout.
And a timeout is called by Harrison, so we'll step aside. They'll punt it when we come back.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flipner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rocca Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville.
Tigers defense forces a 3 and out, as Xavier Brooks set to kick it. Tigers now have just one guy back to return, and that is Luke Elserman. He's around his own 40. Punt is away. High kick toward the Tigers sideline. It kind of deadens there at the 32-yard line. Not a bad kick there from Xavier Brooks.
From the 32 of Harrison to the 32 of Memorial, 36-yard punt, no return. So the Memorial Tigers 1st and 10. We played a minute and a half.
Tigers offense averages 37 points per game. They scored 41 last week, which was a season high. That was in their win against Mater Dei on the road, 41-13. And the starters, they were 6 for 6 scoring drives, all touchdowns. Matthew Fisher had a big game as they start with 2 wide receivers near side. Elsterman in motion. He has it coming near side, tries to slice his way through a couple of Harrison tacklers before he is pinballed down to the 34-yard line. That goes for a long yard. It'll be 2nd down.
Top tackler for Harrison, Michael Jones, initially on the stop. Both teams will run that play, Jevin, as this game goes on.
Talked about Fisher's big game last week. He was 15 for 18 for a career-high 289 yards and 4 touchdowns. He also rushed for a touchdown.
Empty backfield, Memorial with a tight end.
On 2nd and 9, Fisher in the pocket, steps up, he throws, and staying inbounds past the 50-yard line, making the catch. That is Dylan Kendrick for a Tigers 1st down into Harrison territory.
Yeah, they put Kendrick in a slot. He runs an out pattern, as you can see in the bottom of your screen. Good step up by Fisher, delivers a pass, ball into Harrison territory.
Kendrick's 8th catch for about 125 yards this year. From the Harrison 49, Fisher goes under center for the first time. The give is to Kendrick, right up the middle. He got a good block, carving out space as he rumbles to the 41-yard line, a gain of 8.
Good offensive line surge and a lead block by Landon Horning. So picks up a big chunk there, make it 2nd and 2.
Kendrick on the ground this year, averaging just over 70 yards per carry. Last week against Mater Dei at 12 rushes for 60 yards, and that carry sets up 2nd and 2 on the first drive of the night for the Tigers after Harrison went 3 and out.
Now they'll go with 2 backs in the backfield. So different formation every time for Memorial here on this first drive.
Fisher's going to give it again to Kendrick. He has space, 20, and gets undercut shy of the 15. That's actually Landon Horning on the carry. And Horning, who had just 1 rushing yard last week on 2 carries, picks up a big gain there all the way down to the 17.
Good offensive line surge that time as Horning gets quickly into the 2nd level. They do a cross. Horning was left on the left side, but he runs off the right side and gets a touchdown saving tackle there by Brooks.
So from the 17 on 1st down, Tigers trying to score quickly here. They go back to Horning, running left side of the 10. Horning to the 5, draggling tacklers down to the 4. That's a pickup of 13 yards for Landon Horning as the Tigers are inside the Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group red zone.
That was the same play, just the other way, Jevin. He started on the right, went left that time. So the goal line defense coming in for Harrison as the Tigers marching quickly down 4 plays, 3 of them in 1st downs. Why not run the same play again?
Tigers go quickly. The handoff to Horning. He comes near side, lowers his shoulder. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. 3 straight carries from Landon Horning, and he has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season.
Good job there. Lead block there by Kendrick, and Horning breaks a couple of tacklers on the goal line. Just look in the bottom of your screen there. Good block there, and the Tigers, just like that, with 8:21 to go, take the lead by 6. Barrett the kick, as Simon Schultz the holder and Alex Broshears the snapper.
Barrett missed his first PAT last week, but he's 17 for 18 here on the season. And he puts his left foot into it. The kick is good. 7-0 Tigers, early 1st quarter.
Caressel Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire. Pizza so good it'll take you higher. From Evansville, reppin' the town. Hot slices, cold drinks, best spot around. We're different, come see, we got what you need. Ice cold ski, that's the drink for your feet. Crispy crust, toppings for eternity. Come for the pizza, stay for the company. Those Casey's dugout where the flavor's on fire.
Memorial scores first thanks to a Landon Horning 3-yard rushing touchdown at 7-0 Tigers. Here's a little squib kick, and it rolls out of bounds. The 15 off the foot of Pate Barrett. In our drive summary for the Tigers, 6 plays, 68 yards in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Horning his second rushing touchdown of the season. That is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. They're located at 1309 North Green River Road in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslett and his father, Pat.
When the ball goes out of bounds on a kickoff, Jevin, it's from wherever it's kicked, it goes 25 yards. So it was kicked from the 40, so it goes up 25 yards to the Harrison 30. If it had been kicked from the 50-yard line, the ball would have been put on the 25. So Harrison 1st and 10 on the left hash. 3 receivers out to the top of your screen, trailing 7-0 against Memorial.
Second drive of the night for Harrison. They went 3 and out on the opening series. Knapp, his second pass in the pocket, spins one across the middle. It's too tall. He was looking for Brock Cosby, a senior wide receiver, at second down.
Just a 4-man rush, so the Memorial Tigers drop 7. That might be the way they play the defense here most of the night, because the receivers are very quick and very athletic. As you can see the replay here, good protection by the Harrison offensive line, but as you said, it just sailed a little high. Had to get rid of it maybe a little sooner than he wanted to.
And Knapp came in completing 68% of his passes, just over 600 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Second and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Knapp, quick pass, far side. This one's caught by Reed. Reed trying to elude a couple of Tigers tacklers. He does, and he angles himself out of bounds, working his way to the 41-yard line. That goes for 6 yards to Cordavian Reed.
Again, Reed, one of the top receivers in the conference, made a couple of Tigers, 3 Tigers miss, actually. Good pursuit angles, but his speed and moves, yards after the catch, got them to the 41-yard line of Harrison.
For Reed, he leads his Harrison team in terms of receiving yards. He's second in receptions. 3rd and 4 from the Harrison 41-yard line, trying to get their first down of the night. 2 wide receivers left. Single wide receiver far side. Knapp goes back to the air on a quick pass in the flat, which is caught. And on the move is Wilson. Wilson, though, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. Will set up 4th down. Looks like forward progress gives him a yard.
A couple of defensive linemen as Queso Jean along with Connor Hoare. Great pursuit down the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up a 4th down. Do you punt or do you try for it?
They'll have some time to think about it as there's a Harrison player down. And he gets up to his feet pretty quickly. That was the man who just made the last catch, Wilson. Wilson appears to be okay as he starts to jog off. So now it's 4th and 3. And it appears Harrison will keep their offense on the field and go for it. You also have to be alert of the hard count. Trips to the far side. First down is the 45-yard line. They will go for it. Knapp spins one right to the sticks, and that second effort picks up the first down for Harrison as a catch was made right at the first down marker. And it's the first down for the Warriors as Reed made that catch.
Cordavian Reed, a nice job again. Making a couple moves. Good strike that time by Knapp. Eludes one tackler, a second one before Alex Broshier stops them, but not after. They move the sticks and get to their own 47.
Reed averages 88 yards per game receiving. It's the second catch of the night. 1st and 10 from the 47. Knapp will hand off to his running back. That is Jay Sutton. And Sutton with his biggest carry of the night, all the way to Tigers territory, down to the 40, a pickup of 13.
Sutton, a good-sized running back, and he accelerated once he got across the line of the scrimmage. Lively. It catches him deep into the secondary. And for Sutton, that's a first down. So back-to-back first downs for the Harrison Warriors.
It's the Harrison offense that only averages about 85 yards on the ground per game. First play in Tigers territory tonight for them. On 1st and 10, Knapp's pass is a leaping catch by Xavier Brooks. And Brooks crashes away to the 30-yard line for a gain of about 10. Initially, I thought that ball was going to be too high for Brooks, but a nice leaping catch.
I think we're going to have a measurement here, possibly. No, they say it's a first down. So 3 first downs in 3 plays as the replay here. And as Knapp had to throw it over one defender, and a good catch by Brooks as coming up, making the tackle for the Tigers. A good job knocking him down was Jake Brackett. Fresh set of downs, ball on the left hash. 3 receivers top of the screen.
Hand off to Sutton. He goes up the middle. And hard running there by Jay Sutton, 6'1", 230 pounds. He gets 5 on that first down carry.
Nice job that time coming up. Jake Lively along with Quentin Merkel. But all of a sudden, the Harrison Warriors have found some life offensively. They found something against that Tiger defense, who the first unit, I think, has only given up 3 touchdowns all year.
This is a Harrison offense. When their quarterback was healthy, Rylan Knapp scored 27 points against Wrights week 1. Put up 33 points against Jasper on the road week 2. Both were losses, though. 2nd and 5. Here comes a quick pass. Left side. Reed with the catch. Dancing in traffic. He gets a few extra yards. Short of the first down to be 3rd and 2.
The receivers doing a great job of eluding defenders. Lively, the tackle. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and short. Realizing that the short passes, I think that has been a key. They're not going deep, but they're doing the short passes. Actually, that reception was taken behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2 from the 22-yard line. Harrison did complete a 4th and 3 to keep this drive alive moments ago. Handoff, running back Sutton. Good pursuit by the Tigers defense, and they get to him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short loss. Regardless, it's 4th down.
Alex Broshears filled the hole, made the initial hit, got help from his teammates. And watch the bottom of your screen, over left guard and left tackle. Broshears finds the opening, makes the initial hit, and gets help. And that'll bring up a big 4th down.
And this will be play number 10 of this drive, which started back at the Harrison 35-yard line. 7-0 Tigers here in the first.
Quick passes out into the flat and let the receiver run.
Knapp looking across the middle. Pass is picked off at the 20-yard line. On the return near side, this is Joseph Hickey, and he is pummeled out of bounds past the 40-yard line. The Tigers defense gets their 4th interception of the season.
Hickey doing a nice job stepping up in front of the receiver that time. That was one of those scouting report interceptions. Bottom of the screen there as the receiver runs a curl route. Hickey at the 17-yard line, and then picks up good yardage on the return, gets it all the way to the Memorial 43.
That's a 10-play drive that ends with the interception. And now we have a stoppage of play as one of the Harrison coaches grabbed the attention of our head referee tonight. The Tigers will take over at their own 43-yard line on their opening drive. Memorial went 6 plays, 68 yards. It was a Horning 3-yard touchdown run. He had 3 consecutive carries. I'll remind Tigers fans that coming up a week from tomorrow, it is the annual Booster Club Steak Night. That'll be September 28th. Great food and fellowship. You can like them on Facebook for more Booster Club information.
Memorial's good job defensively, comes up with the takeaway. And let's see if the offense can take advantage.
Fisher with a quick pass out to Elsperman. He was met right away after hauling it in. That was behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. That was a hard pop to the helmet of Elsperman.
Yeah, I think that was Jones. I didn't quite see it, who it was. But a loss of 2 on the play. Right there, that's that quick pass trying to do what the Harrison Warriors have been doing, and Elsperman has to come off limping.
I think his shoe came off.
Oh, shoe came off. There you go.
Or at least his heel popped out of his shoe. So a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. High formation, Fisher goes under center. The give is to Kendrick. He starts middle of the field and stays between the hash marks, inching close to the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 for Kendrick.
Sutton with the tackle, but not after he picks up the 2 yards that they lost, but 5 more. And 7-0 on the Greer's Flooring American scoreboard. Give them a call if you need some flooring. 812-471-044. Good lead block time by Horning. Good offensive line surge on the right side as the Tigers utilizing the tight end that time. I formation this time.
Play action. Fisher has a man open, but it's Horning who can't haul it in. Pass was a little bit high. Horning had to reach for it right around the first down marker. And it's 4th and 5, and this very well could snap the streak this Tigers starting offense was on, in which they scored a touchdown in 7 straight drives.
You got to remember, though, Matthew Fisher ran for first downs twice out of punt formations as pressure that time by Reed. So the Tigers looking for maybe a long count, maybe to try to draw the defense off sides.
If Fisher does kick it, it's Cordavian Reed. That got his own 15 to return. And Fisher will kick this one away. Here comes Reed in stride for the catch at the 17-yard line, and he cruises out of bounds past the 25.
So the Royal Tigers go 3 and out.
So 3rd offensive drive for the Warriors. 3 and out the first time. They went 10 plays all the way down around the outskirts of the red zone. 4th and 2. They threw interception, which was picked up by Joseph Hickey.
Yeah, Memorial 22-yard line they got down to.
2:38 left, first quarter, 7-0 Memorial. Handoff, Sutton. Not much running room. Tag team tackle. Right around the line of scrimmage. O'Donohue was there, and also Alex Broshears. Those 2 guys, number 1 and 2 on this Tigers defense and tackles.
Nice job teaming up. As Harrison, a hard yard there that time.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Warriors.
Well, we talked about the Harrison offense the first 2 weeks putting up some points. Last 2 weeks, though, they have been quiet. Just 3 points against North and 7 last week against Castle. They have a 2nd and 9 here from their own 25-yard line. That gets the offensive alignment organized, but Harrison will use a timeout. So we'll step aside. 7-0 Memorial here on IndianaSRN.
Licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
It is 7-0 Memorial late first quarter. With Mike Scovara, I'm Jevin Redman. Thanks to Cressel Landscape, your proud sponsor of Tigers football. They've been serving the Evansville, Newburgh, and surrounding communities for over 20 years for all of your landscaping, installation, and maintenance. If you're not satisfied with your lawn or landscaping, contact Cressel at 812-853-6868 or go online, Cressel.com. It's 2nd and 9 for Harrison.
3 receivers, bottom of your screen. Good passing formation this time. See if they get a man in motion out of a 3-man set. Sometimes they'll do that.
Knapp's pass is incomplete. He tried to thread the needle between a couple of Tigers linebackers. It's 3rd and 9. That pass was headed toward Xavier Brooks.
Memorial defense, again, watch number 35, Alex Brashears. That's why he's an all-state linebacker from last year on the cover of the Indiana Football Digest in 2024. He plays sideline to sideline, and he dropped deep, and Knapp had nowhere to throw that ball.
Brashears leads the team in tackles with 54. He had 17 tackles last week against Mater Dei. 3rd and 9. They send Reed in motion. Reed has it, and he's swarmed by 4 Tigers, and down he goes for a loss of 2. A tackle for loss should force a punt.
Brady Combs in there, along with Quentin Merkel. A couple other defenders forced him in.
So we'll see the second punt of the night from Xavier Brooks. His first one was a good kick. Tigers had just one back returning the first punt. This time they put both Dockery and Elsterman. Kick goes toward Dockery, but it is angled out of bounds, and the Tigers will get solid field position. Hey, Mike, want to give a quick shout out before this drive. Memorial Boys Soccer picked up a big win earlier tonight. They beat the #1 team, not in the state, but in the country, St. Xavier. They're out of the, I believe, the Louisville area in Kentucky, but the Tigers boys soccer team picked up a 3-0 win over St. Xavier, the #1 team in the country.
Bill Veith Jr. doing a great job as the Memorial Tigers looking to get points on the board here. If they can do a quick pass here, top of the screen, 3 receivers.
There it is, across the middle, all kinds of room for Simon Schultz, who had 2 touchdown catches a week ago, and he takes it into Harrison territory all the way to the 42.
With a 3 receiver set that time, the inside receiver was being covered by Xavier Brooks, but Brooks was down 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so Simon Schultz found the open area. Matthew Fisher got it to him, and they get a first down. Same formation now to the bottom of the screen. You might see the same play.
That was Simon's 8th catch of the season. Here is Fisher's pass. Schultz back-to-back grabs inside the 30.
Yeah, the coverage there on Schultz, as we just said, 15 yards down the field. So Simon Schultz had a lot of room to run for the catch, and back-to-back first downs for the Tigers. In the passing, they've already got 5 first downs, all via the throw. Same formation again. You might see the same play.
Fisher across the middle. There's Schultz sliding catch to the 24. That one goes for 5 yards.
You know, if the same play works, you know, a lot of these coaches, they let go to somewhere else. Well, Coach Hurley's run basically the same play 3 in a row.
Tigers go quickly here with 15 seconds left in the opening quarter. Fisher in the pocket, lobs it near side, and a incomplete pass. Looks like there was some tugging at the receiver, Luke Dockery. No flag comes, some hand fighting. They let him play on. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, Dockery just a streak route. Fisher laid it out there for him. Bottom of your screen there. Good protection for the quarterback as Dockery gets a little separation but can't come up with the catch. As good coverage that time in the secondary by DeCarlos Seawood.
So 3rd and 6 now from the 25. First down will put the Tigers inside the red zone. A 4 wide receiver set here with Kendrick in the backfield. Fisher lobs one toward Schultz in the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. The ball was batted down by the safety, Xavier Brooks. It's 4th and 5.
Yeah, freed up safety that time as he had to sail it over the defender, and good job by Brooks coming away to knock it down. So here we go. And Brooks, it's like knocking it down. Maybe could have had the INT. They're kind of a no man's land here on 4th and about 6. Ball's on the 25. And this would be a 42-yard, a career-long field goal attempt by Barrett.
So our final play of the first quarter will be a 4th down play. Wide receiver screen pass is caught for a first down and more inside the 15, all the way down to the 10. And aggressive running after the catch. That is that's not Simon Schultz, I'm sorry. It's Max Anslinger. That 15 looked like a 19. Anyways, it's 1st and goal down to the 7 at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 Tigers here on IndianaSRN.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
One quarter complete on our Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Tigers 7, Warriors nothing, but the Tigers knocking on the door and going up 2 possessions. It is completed a 4th down and about 5 on a screen pass to Anslinger, and he took it all the way down inside the 10. They mark it at the 7 as they're inside the Weichert Realtors, the Schultz Group red zone. The Schultz Group supporting the Tigers and Southwest Indiana's real estate needs for over 50 years. Give them a call if you are looking to buy or sell.
Get this part of the field. You had Landon Horning, a 3-yard run. That's the only points of the ball game so far. Horning not in there. Dylan Kendrick along with Luke Elsperman in the Wildcat.
It is Elsperman who takes it to the far sideline. Wrestled out of bounds to 4, a pickup of 3.
Jordan Hogan comes up with the stop. 7 of 9 passing for 70 yards in that first quarter for Matthew Fisher. Thanks to Tucker Smith helping us out. Again, he'll be our halftime host as Matt Hoppy, the head wrestling coach for Memorial, will be his halftime guest and more.
Horning is checked back in along with Broshears. They're next to the each hip of Fisher with Kendrick behind him on 2nd and goal from the 4.
Pistol formation.
They give his to Kendrick up the middle. Kendrick wiggles into the end zone for a Tigers touchdown. Kendrick from 4 yards out, his 3rd rushing score of the year.
So the Tigers get down in scoring position via the pass, but Kendrick picks up the score from 4 yards out, and the Tigers extra point away from making it a 14-0.
So Barrett on for the PAT, per usual. Schultz holding, and pretty much per usual, the kick is good. 14-0 Memorial, early 2nd quarter.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, Mike, the Tigers got out of that offensive funk. They'd gone one whole drive without scoring. It's 14-0.
Well, nice job, too. Just in a minute and 17, 63 plays and 63 yards and 8 plays.
It was capped off by the Dylan Kendrick 4-yard touchdown run. It's brought to you by Simplicity Furniture. Kickoff drifts to the goal line. It will be returned. And it looks like Harrison is going to be pinned deep back at their own 10. Good special teams coverage. We have some scores in thanks to Tucker Smith. As always, our SISC scoreboard is brought to you by Kipley's. They're located in Evansville on the corner of the Lloyd Expressway and also Bakey Avenue. Join them before or after the game for great food and fun. These are first quarter scores. Wrights lead Central 13-0. Mater Dei on top of Jasper 14-0. Same score between North and Bosse as North leads Bosse 14-zip. Vincennes has an 8-7 lead over Castle, and 2 scores outside of the SIAC. Gibson Southern leads Southridge 11-0, and Heritage Hills North Posey are scoreless.
Pinned down deep. Good job that time. Wes Kelly led a lot of white shirts. It's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Handoff goes to Sutton, and his strength keeps him on his feet, refusing to go down. Took nearly half the Tigers' defense to rip him to the turf. And Sutton gets about 8 yards there.
Well, Sutton, good size, 6'1", 230, and he used that size and strength to make a 2 or 3 yard gain, a 7. You can see there, white jerseys flying all over the place. Well, Harrison, this is their 4th possession. They had one 10 plays, 43 yards. The other ones were 3 and out.
See a lot of quick passes from Knapp, the quarterback. Here's another one. Coming near side of one of his go-to targets in Cordavian Reed. And Reed is pummeled around the first down marker at the 20. Appears to be 3rd and very short.
Connor O'Donohue, he did it all on that play. He got blocked by the offensive receiver, shed that block, and made the tackle, but not after they picked up enough for the first down.
Yep, so just got enough. Talk about how much of a ball hawk Broshears is. O'Donohue fits that category as well. He's number 2 in tackles and also tackle for losses this year. Balance set with Thomas in motion left to right. Handoff, Sutton, off right tackle, short gain.
Alex Broshears on the bottom of that pile along with a couple other defenders. The thing about Broshears, he just got a nose for the football, and Broshears with the 4-man front kind of being able to be shielded by that offensive line. He can roam from left to right, and that time he rolls left and gets a short gain for Sutton.
Thomas in motion again, right to left. Knapp looking that way. He's going to heave it across the middle, and a great leaping catch. The ball pops out the last second. They rule it's an incomplete pass. Looked like it was hauled in right around the 40-yard line for a moment, but then it was broken up at the very last second, and that pass went to Cordavian Reed. It's 3rd and 9. Harrison is thankful it was an incomplete pass, because if it was a fumble, the Tigers were going to fall on it.
Yeah, Jake Lively was right there, Johnny, on the spot. A great pass, though, by Knapp.
So now it's 3rd and 9. Tigers rush 4. Quick pass coming left side. Leaping attempt by the secondary, and it's picked off. Second INT tonight for the Tigers defense. This one goes to Jake Lively, and he weaves his way near the 20-yard line. Lively has his second INT of the year.
Good pressure by the up front 4 on Knapp, and Lively will pick it off. As we can see the replay here, about the 42-yard line. The pass underthrown. Lively steps in front of the receiver and has the presence of mind to return it 21 yards.
And Memorial in business at the Harrison 21-yard line. This is their 4th drive of the night. They've scored on 2 of their first 3. Fisher moving to his right. He spins one to the 15-yard line. The pass is caught, racing toward the 10. And drug out of bounds as a late penalty marker comes in. The pass went to Simon Schultz. He's been busy tonight. That's his 4th or 5th catch, isn't it?
He's done a good job finding the open area.
It's a personal foul face mask against Harrison, so it'll be half the distance after that catch and run.
So that'll be a first down via the penalty. It'll go from half the distance from about the 19 down to the 4.
The Tigers back inside the Weichert Realtors Schultz Group red zone. First and goal from the 4. When they were here last drive, it was Dylan Kendrick with a 4-yard rushing touchdown. Trying to go up 21-0. Horning had the first score, Kendrick the second. Both those guys in the backfield with Elsperman and the Wildcat here on first and goal from the 4. Elsperman running near side, hoping for a block. He got it untouched. Touchdown, Tigers. For Elsperman, that is his first rushing touchdown of the season. He has 5 receiving scores, and all 3 touchdowns have come on the ground tonight.
Just a nice job up front blocking. Actually had Fisher out there as he and Elsperman exchanged positions. So from 4 yards out, the Tigers get their 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Barrett trying to make it 21-0.
And his kick is perfect. So the 4-0 Tigers pulling away early. They're on top 21-0.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
.8:33 to go, first half. Memorial leading Harrison 21-0. And after the interception on the Tigers safety, Jake Lively is second of the year and the Tigers' second INT of the night. They set up a 2-play, 21-yard drive. In 37 seconds, Luke Elsterman with a 4-yard touchdown run. And that is brought to you by Simplicity Furniture.
Aided by the face mask penalty. So Memorial, 4th kickoff of the night so far.
And this one from Barrett results in a touchback. If you need a new front door, Lensing Home Showroom sells and installs a wide variety of exterior doors. Learn more at LensingHomeShowroom.com.
Well, Harrison looking for some offense here. The Memorial defense coming up with 2 takeaways and setting up one of the 3 scores because of it. It's Harrison, 1st and 10 on their own 20. 8.5 minutes to go to try to get on the board to cut into this Tigers 21-0 lead on the Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Empty backfield.
Quarterback will run, diving forward for a couple of yards. That is a new quarterback in there. There's sophomore Anthony Bavone.
Yeah, Bavone came in last week and place of Knapp, and he did a good job. He was 18 of 26 for 222 yards. So Bavone getting a little action here to start this drive. Coach Sutton trying to mix things up a little bit. Gets the youngster in there, some playing time, down 21.
And Bavone, a guy that can run the ball occasionally. That was his 14th carry for 63 yards. Empty backfield again for Bavone, the sophomore. He'll fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he slips right before he was greeted by Tiger tackler and linebacker Jake Brackett. It'll be 3rd and about 10.
Yeah, it was kind of fortunate that he did slip because Brackett was coming in unabated to the runner.
Yeah.
Here we go. Watch the replay here. Fakes right, goes left, and there's Brackett to meet him.
I think the turf monster was looking out for Pavone there. Loss of a yard, 3rd and 9. Pavone listed at 5'7", 150, again in his sophomore season. Knapp, the starting quarterback, who's a senior, has thrown 2 interceptions tonight.
Maybe try to get him on the sidelines. Hey, watch what's going on there, get a little confidence back.
Pavone under pressure. He is swarmed by a herd of Tigers. Down he goes. First sack of the night for the Memorial defense, and a punt upcoming.
Brady Combs, the first to hit from the white shirts, as Pavone gets sacked. Here the replay, 4 white shirts. Goes from the 21 down back to the 14.
So that means a return chance for Luke Elsterman. Tigers hoping to have the ball in Harrison territory to start the drive. Fair catch called by Elsterman. He actually lets it bounce. And it'll be down at the 48-yard line.
38-yard punt, no return. So the Tigers will go in business near midfield.
Elsterman had to hop out of the way to make sure the ball didn't graze him. So now the Tigers looking to score on 3 straight drives, leading 21-0 midway point of the second quarter. Tigers trying to move to 5-0 tonight. This is already road game number 4 of the season, 4 of the first 5 away from Inlow Field. Harrison is playing their 3rd straight home game tonight. They're 0-4 on the year.
3 receivers top of the screen. Press coverage, 10 men up to the line of scrimmage.
Fisher dancing, moving to his left. He launches it deep down the field. Elsterman was open, but the ball was thrown toward his back shoulder. Would not have mattered, though, because there's a flag in the backfield for an apparent hold.
So that'll march the Tigers back 10. First penalty of the night against Memorial. Harrison only one.
Say that face mask is the only other one I remember.
Yep.
So that'll make life a bit more difficult. Backing the ball up to the 37-yard line.
Looks like an 11-yard penalty there.
That'll be 1st and 21.
Oh, ball was at the 48. Now it's at the 37. Do you get a bonus yard or what? I don't know. I'm going to say it's a 10-yard penalty. Bunch Severs to the top.
It's Kendrick. He gets to the initial line of scrimmage and near the Harrison sideline, out of bounds. The 47.
Well, he gets all that penalty back and then some. Nice block out there by Elsterman to give him an extra yardage into Harrison territory. Clock stops, 6:01 to go. It's been all Memorial offensively so far here tonight.
Got 15 yards on that carry. 2nd and 5.
Why not come back with the same play, same formation? And press cover, 10 men up 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
They're going to throw. Fisher spins one, and his target slipped coming out of his route. That was Luke Dockery. Otherwise, he's probably going to have a chance to make a catch for a 1st down. 3rd down.
And the ball sailed a little bit, and coming up was Michael Jones almost with the interception.
That is something Fisher has not done yet this year, now through basically 4.5 games, no interceptions.
Now that you mention it, he has not thrown an interception since his sophomore year in the regional against East Central. He's thrown over 200 passes without an INT.
Kendrick open in the flat. It's a race for the 1st down, and he picks it up past the 40-yard line. A couple of catches tonight for Dylan Kendrick.
You didn't jinx him, did you?
No, I don't believe in it.
All right, I don't either.
Just telling the story, Mike.
All right. 9 first downs, 8 via the pass, 1 by penalty. Simon Schultz in tight this time as a blocker.
Kendrick dancing, following Schultz, the blocker, and he zips his way inside the 30, bounces off a tackler, and he's loose far sideline. What a run by Dylan Kendrick, 40 yards. He just bounced right off the Harrison defense. Touchdown, Tigers.
Great move, great design play as they had the defense shifted out towards the right. Simon Schultz, 19, through the hole. Kendrick cuts left and then bounces, as you said, off one defender and then outruns about 3 more in for the score as Memorial gets 6 more, and we've got a Warrior down, Jevin. We might want to take a time before the extra point.
All right, so we'll step aside here on IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
$27-0 Memorial with 5:35 to go here in the second quarter. As Dylan Kendrick with a 40-yard touchdown run, 5-play drive. It's Kendrick's second rushing touchdown of the night. He has 4 on the season, and that is how many rushing touchdowns the Tigers have tonight? 4.
And Michael Jones, the injured player for the Harrison Warriors, the junior, being helped off. Tigers go 52 yards in 5 plays in just 39 seconds in a scoring drive, as Memorial had a touchdown and an extra point in the first period. They've added 3 more TDs and looking for the 3rd extra point, as Jones being helped off very gingerly. Great job by the medical crew here helping him out.
So we await the PAT for Barrett.
That was the first rushing first down of the night, by the way, Jevin. They've got 10 first downs already.
All right, so now we're ready for the PAT. Trying to make it 28-0. Still 5.5 to go in the second quarter. And the kick is good. So we'll step aside again. All Tigers here in the first half at Romaine Stadium.
Here at Hyundai of Evansville, we love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
5 plays, 52 yards, and just 39 seconds for Memorial as they lead 28-0. Recap brought to you by Simplicity Furniture, located at 1309 North Greenville Road. That's in Evansville. Have fun shopping for furniture with Kelsey Coslett and also his father, Pat.
From the 3-yard line.
And the return goes out past the 20. And again on the return, that was Cordavian Reed.
On the tackle, Joseph Hinkey. Also there, Wes Kelly and Connor O'Donohue. And on kickoffs, we mentioned those guys' names a lot. We're ball hawks.
Mm-hmm. Another proud sponsor of Tigers football tonight here on IndianaSRN is Mel K. For all of your commercial, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing needs at Mel K. Big projects, big solutions.
Bavone's still the quarterback.
Actually, they've got Knapp back in there now.
Knapp is there, okay.
Bavone had 1 series, went 3 and out. Knapp's pass is on target, shy of the 30, as he collaborates with Cordavian Reed.
I saw a single number back there, so I thought maybe that was Bavone, but...
Yep, one's 18, the other one's 8,
yeah.
But Knapp back in there.
Just 1 number off. That wasn't too bad. Pick up about half of the first down. The 22, actually 6. Mark it at the 28.
Harrison has had 1 promising drive tonight. That came late in the first quarter. It was a 10-play drive that resulted in an interception around the 20-yard line by Joseph Hickey.
They picked up 43 yards on that possession.
Here's their running back, Sutton. He tries to rumble his way off left tackle, maybe got a yard. Now it's 3rd and 3.
A lot of white shirts, but Alex Broshier is last to get up.
Of course, from the Tigers' perspective, you're thinking get a stop, 1 more score before halftime. You get that 35-point running clock, start of the 3rd, and maybe get some of those starters out of the game. That's what we saw in the Central game week 3.
And Jasper in week 1 with after 8:46 remaining.
Pass out in the flat. Here comes the pursuit against Cordavian Reed. And Reed is ripped down behind the line of scrimmage. There's 3 or 4 white jerseys on top of him very quickly. Looks like another 3 and out for Harrison.
Now the quick pass out there, trying to get him in open space, and there was none because there were white jerseys. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So Xavier Brooks will have to punt it away again. Tigers will have about 3 minutes to work with, which their drives tonight have been very quick. The longest was 2 minutes and 9 seconds for their first score of the game. Here's a crooked kick that bounces around the 50-yard line and skips right by one of the return men for the Tigers. That was Dockery, and out of bounds, shy of the 30.
There's a 43-yard kick after you count the roll.
So it wasn't necessarily pretty, but it worked out.
Well, they don't ask how, they ask did you.
Well, the last score for the Tigers, they went 52 yards in 39 seconds. This drive will start from their own 32. leading 28-0 here in Week 5 of the regular season. The number 1 Memorial Tigers in Class 3A. They'll be home against Boise next week and then Wrights the following week. That'll be Week 7. Fisher zips it across the middle, and Elserman in stride with the grab up to the midfield stripe. There wasn't much room to feed that ball to Elserman, but that connection goes for 17 yards.
He beat Mario Florenston as nothing but the slant pattern there. Great acceleration there by Elserman.
Back-to-back pass plays here. Fisher looking to wind up. He'll heave it far sideline, and a sliding attempt. It is caught inside the 15-yard line. Good acceleration by Luke Dockery to catch up with that pass, and the Tigers inside the red zone once again.
Dockery, hesitation move, top of the screen. 35-yard pickup, 36-yard pickup. He runs the out, and up, and a sliding tackle or sliding catch, and where are they going to mark it?
Tigers have 4 rushing touchdowns tonight, looking for a passing touchdown here. Fisher flips it back in the end zone. Elserman is there for a Tigers touchdown. 13 yards, Fisher to Elserman, and it's all Memorial 34-0.
Good job there. Fisher, all kinds of time, allowed Elserman to run free at the back of the end zone. Actually, pretty good pressure there. He ran in and then went out. Fisher throws it over the defender, and Barrett a point away from making it 35.
Low snap. Schultz gets it down. The kick is good. For Elserman, by the way, that is his 6th touchdown catch of the season and his 2nd score tonight. 35-0 Tigers. 2:30 left here in the first half.
The goal isn't graduation day. It's a better every day after. It's the first day in your new career. Your first pay raise. The 5th day of that week-long vacation. It's the first paid holiday home with your family. Or the day of your last car loan payment. Much sooner than you thought. At Ivy Tech Community College, we don't just care about your degree. We care about your life. Let's get started at ivytech.edu.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Luke Elserman has 2 touchdowns tonight, 1 on the ground and 1 in the air. The most recent one, a 13-yard reception with a pass from Fisher. And a touchback from Barrett. 3 plays, 68 yards, 33 seconds. And Mike, their last 3 scores, 37 seconds, 39 seconds, and 33 seconds.
Very efficient offensively so far. Again, they're almost like they did last week, Jevin. They were 6 for 6 in the first 6 possessions. They're 5 of 6 tonight.
Memorial will get the ball first in the 3rd quarter, and if Harrison does not score here, then we will have the running clock for the entire second half. Knapp, the quarterback now for back-to-back drives. His first pass of this series is a quick one to Cordavian Reed, and he motors to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 5. I say second straight series, but we saw Anthony Bavone for a drive that went 3 and out, but Knapp is back in there.
Give him 4. Lowry on the stop initially.
Two minutes to go before halftime. Again, Matt Hoppy, the wrestling coach at Memorial, will be the halftime guest with Tucker Smith. Knapp will sling it across the middle, low throw, juggling attempt, and it is incomplete. Looking for Brock Cosby, 3rd and 6.
Tiger defense looking to get another 3 and out. They've had 4 of those already here tonight.
First down is the 30-yard line. Knapp to throw. Ball is batted at the line of scrimmage, and it falls down to the turf, incomplete. Somebody got their hand on it, didn't quite catch the number. Sometimes you can judge by their reaction if they're shaking their hand. We had that last week, but
yeah, it was. I think Queso Jean was there on that side. Brady Combs,
yep,
in the right tackle.
So another punt upcoming. And per usual, it's Docker and Elsterman around their 40 to return this kick. Harrison has to hustle. Play clock is at 5 seconds. Late sub coming on. They get set just in time. The kick is away. It's a shorter punt. It'll bounce at the 50-yard line and roll middle of the field. Tigers just stay away from it.
Another long roll there, 39-yard punt. Memorial one more time to try to get on the board with 1:28 to go.
We saw in that Central game when it was 35-0 about this time frame. They went with the backup quarterback in Brown. But Fisher stays in the for this drive, which starts from the Tigers' 37-yard line.
See if they get the 1:28 drill going here.
Here's a handoff right up the middle, some room to work with to the 50-yard line. And a few more yards after contact takes it to the Harrison 48-yard line. That's the first run tonight for Gene Imany, the 5'7" sophomore.
Picks up the run, first down. Hurry up, off, no huddle offense. Same play again, probably lead with Horning, give it to Imany.
It is Imany, had to get out of the way of his own man who was stumbling, one of the right guards, able to carve out 5 to the 45. It'll be second down with 65 seconds left. Imany came in, again, a lot of this has been in blowouts, but 22 carries for just over 100 yards. Does have a rushing touchdown. That came last week against Mater Dei for the final score of the game. Here is Imany, and he is tugged at by a couple of Harrison tacklers, a pickup of 2. Clock moving with 40 seconds. It'll be 3rd and 4.
I think Coach Harley's just going to keep it on the ground, give it to Imany, and not running out the clock, but just keeping it real basic. But then again, they break out of that I formation.
This time they go with Horning, moving toward that right hash mark. Flag flies in with the tackle to 40-yard line. He was a yard shy of the first, but this flag might give Memorial a first down.
Face mask.
And Horning on that carry. He had the first rushing score of the night back early first quarter. It was a 3-yard touchdown run. And this flag will give Memorial a first down with 20 seconds.
Already up 35-0. Coach Hurley says, I think we're just going to try one more run. But I've been wrong before. Or not right before. Is there a difference?
So 1st and 10 from the 34. Imany and Horning in the backfield with Fisher. It is Horning up the middle. He cuts back to his right, still on his feet at the 20, and then Horning is punished inside the red zone. A gain of about 16 or 17 yards for Landon Horning.
And they're going to bring on the field goal team. This is a learning experience here with clock running.
So the clock starts to wind with 10 seconds. This will be a 35-yard field goal for Pate Barrett from the right hash. Low snap, it gets put down. Barrett's kick on the way, drifting toward the goalpost.
It's good.
And it is good. Just sneaks over. Pate Barrett from 35 yards out. Puts the finishing touches on another marvelous first half by the Tigers. as they lead the ball game 38-0. Our halftime show comes your way next here on IndianaSRN.
Does your home's exterior need a makeover? Consider a new entry door from Lensing Building Specialties. Browse classic and modern door styles to boost your home's curb appeal. Explore our wide variety of beautiful and energy-efficient entry and patio doors. Don't worry about the work. Schedule an appointment for our skilled techs to install it for you. Get started at lensingbuildingspecialties.com and make your home feel new again.
A Rights Memorial education is now more affordable than ever. If you fit within certain income guidelines, you could receive over $6,000 of tuition assistance. Find out if you qualify for an Indiana School Choice Scholarship or other tuition assistance opportunities. Your child, your money, your choice. Visit rightsmemorial.org for more information.
Melk, located in Evansville, Indiana, provides mechanical, electrical, and plumbing solutions nationwide. We deliver quality service to the industrial, commercial, and healthcare industries. If you have a big project, we bring big solutions. That includes designing and installing green energy systems that benefit your business. Our in-depth knowledge and commitment to safety make us the perfect partner in MEP contracting. Contact us for an estimate on your next project. Melk, big projects, big solutions.
Why do our students love Rights Memorial?
Memorial helps me find the right rhythm on stage and in my education. I believe in developing my craft. I believe in building a community. And now, I believe I can hit the right notes in all aspects of life.
Showcase your talents at Rights Memorial.
Halftime here at Romaine Stadium, 38-0 Memorial on top of Harrison. Here's your scoring recap in half number one. The first score came from Landon Horning, a 3-yard touchdown run with 8:21 to go first quarter. That was a 6-play, 68-yard drive in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. By the way, on all these scores, the PATs coming from Pate Barrett. Dylan Kendrick had the second score of the opening half, a 4-yard touchdown run. 8 plays, 63 yards in minute 17. It was 14-0 Memorial. That was early second quarter. Luke Elserman had a 4-yard touchdown run out of the Wildcat to make it 21-0 Memorial. With 8:33 to go in the second quarter, that was a 2-play, 21-yard drive in 37 seconds after Jake Lively had an interception that set up that drive. Dylan Kendrick punched it in from 40 yards out, bouncing off Harrison tacklers. That was with 5:35 to go second quarter, 28-0 Tigers. It was a 5-play, 52-yard drive in just 39 seconds. Then it was to the air. 13-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Fisher to Luke Elserman. Made it 35-0 Tigers with 2:30 left in the half. That was a 3-play, 68-yard drive in 33 seconds. And the final score came on a field goal from Pate Barrett, 35 yards out as time expired. It was a 5-play, 45-yard drive in 1:28. And for Barrett, that is his career-long 35 yards to finish off the half. One more note, we mentioned the Lively interception. The Tigers defense actually had 2 in the first half. The other one came in the late first quarter, early second. It was a Joseph Hickey interception, his first of the season. So, all in all, another productive first half for the Tigers. They lead it 38-0. Coming up next on our halftime show, Tucker Smith will talk with Matt Hoppy, the wrestling coach of the Memorial Tigers, here in Week 5 action from Romaine Stadium on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Since 1973, People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet has been operated by 3 generations of the Flitner family. From Stan Sr. to Stan Jr., and now Stan's daughter Susan and her husband Jacob. For the last 50 years, customer service and quality home furnishings has been their goal. Other furniture stores may come and go, but People's Furniture and Mattress Outlet will show you how easy it can get for the next 50 years.
People's Furniture and Mattress Outlets, how easy can it get?
Evansville's original pizza since 1955? Why, it's Rocca Bar Pizza, of course. 17 incredible specialty pizzas. Mega Meat, Chicken Barbecue, Rocco Pesto, and Bacon Cheeseburger. Or how about Quesadilla, Chicken Bacon Ranch, Hawaiian Margarita around the world, and their breakfast pizza. Plus all your favorites. Oh yeah, don't forget about their signature salad. It's like none other. Dine in, carry out, or catered. Rediscover Evansville's original and still the best Rocca Bar Pizza.
Welcome back to the Royal Express Car Wash halftime show here at Romaine Stadium. Tigers are up on the Warriors 38-0. Big start, big first half there for the Tigers. Special guest tonight, Matt Hoppy, 2001 graduate, current wrestling coach, PE teacher at Memorial, correct? Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
PE, weightlifting.
There you go.
Sports officiating, let's throw it out there for the referees.
I love it. Well, I think I say this every week, but there's so much going on at school all the time, especially this weekend. I feel like there's sports galore going on. So special shout out to, before we get started, boys soccer tonight with a 3-0 victory against St. X, who's ranked, I know Jevin said it earlier, not number 1 in the state, not number 1 like in the region, number 1 in the country.
Yep.
That's a massive win. And what's even cooler is it's the 800th win for the program, 650 for Coach Veith, which I know you and I both know well. I mean, that's, as coaches, I can't even fathom 650 wins, period. So that's really impressive. Congratulations to those guys. They play again tomorrow, along with girls soccer, who plays at Guerin Catholic. And then we got boys tennis playing in a tournament in Homestead, cross country boys and girls at South Knox. Boys again played again tomorrow against Plainfield at Memorial, and then a special shout out to my girls golf team. We got sectionals tomorrow, so I know girls golf isn't exactly everyone's number 1 spectator sport, but we'd love if we could get some fans out there to at least cheer them on from the tee box. Tee off around 9:30 tomorrow at Fendrick. So good luck to those girls tomorrow as well. But like I said, lots going on at Memorial all the time. And another special shout-out tonight, Brian Heathcott, Director of Enrollment and Marketing, and Maria Heathcott had their 4th child tonight, Abraham Dennis Heathcott. So special shout-out to them. I know they're in the hospital recovering and probably watching the game if I know Brian. So,
I'm sure they are.
So special shout-out to them. And then the last thing I wanted to do before we get too far into this is just a shout out to Steak Night. We got Steak Night coming up next Saturday. If you haven't gotten your tickets, definitely get those. It's a big 100-year bash this year. We're going to do a hog roast and everything else. So check that out. If you don't have tickets, get them from the athletic office or your favorite student athlete. I know they're still selling them. You can buy them online as well. So Coach, I know when I asked you to come on, the main reason was I know we want to talk about wrestling, but I want to talk about how much the wrestling program kind of intermixes with the football program, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been able to watch you guys online, and it's been pretty neat having this production and being able to be off campus or out of town at the girls' soccer or the boys' soccer and still be able to catch the game with those athletes. But it's been pretty awesome seeing some of my wrestlers out there. I've got 26, 28 wrestlers, and probably 22, 24 of them are on the team in some capacity, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I've got Landon Horning. He's going to be one of my big guys this year as a senior. He's out there. Bryant Carr's out there. Xander App's out there. The list goes on and on. These guys are doing well. You just heard Gino Imani's name. Landon lead blocking for him. So, it's pretty neat seeing these guys do multiple sports and do them well.
Well, and as a weightlifting coach, I know you love to see whenever students play multiple sports, right? I mean, it's important for not just the one sport that they play, but whenever they're playing multiple sports, they're constantly in the weight room, they're constantly working out, they're staying in shape. So it's not important just for the one sport that they're playing, but for the multiple sports that they're playing. I know Memorial is pretty good about making sure that their student athletes are playing multiple sports. And coaches, same thing, work well with the other coaches and make sure that they can, work that schedule out, because it can be grueling. It can be a grueling schedule for preseason and everything else going through.
Absolutely. And, I get to spend my day every day talking to kids, building relationships. The communication that kids have when they play multiple sports, dealing with multiple coaches, they're just on a different level. And seeing those kids in the weight room and talking to them about how to keep their body healthy, what to eat. Wrestling's a sport where you got to constantly pay attention to what you're putting in your body and how much is going out and the energy. So having those conversations with the girls soccer team right now, flex time, right? We've got girls soccer, swim, the softball team's in there, and everybody's beating down my door saying we want to get in the weight room. So those things are growing, and it's awesome to see in a position that I'm in where I get to deal with kids and build those relationships and see them be the best versions of themselves no matter what they play. Even if they're not on my wrestling team, they come down. I said I'd shout out to the theology department as well. They just had the 5th Christian Awakening, right? Yep. You've got Mr. Grease down there, Mrs. Kale, and we've got the service day coming up, Tiger Fest Monday. They're putting a lot of time and effort and, spiritually and getting kids right and building relationships not only within themselves and learning about, God, but we get to just be there, hang out with kids and talk to them being better versions,
Sure.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool experience to be part of, as a coach, as someone that works at school and everything else. Like you said, it's not just one thing. There's not just one aspect of a student's life that I think the school focuses on. I think that's really cool, and it's a special part of Memorial because of that. So, I know with the wrestling program, you guys had some success last year. This is your
This will be my second year.
Okay, second year.
Yeah.
So you guys had some success last year, and it was a cool experience with the state tournament being in town.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we kind of lucked out. Basketball helped us out for once.
Right.
Shout out to Coach Howington out there, too. We've got a good relationship. But the NBA Finals All-Star Game was up in Indy, so brought it down. We hosted it. We did it well. I'm sure it's back up in Indy this year, But, seeing the population, seeing all the schools down here in southern Indiana finally kind of, Mater Dei is always out there in wrestling. They get a big name. They've done really well in the past, and it's kind of nice to see all the schools in the town, southern Indiana, kind of rally together and make that possible and make that a really good turnout. It was an awesome event. I've got guys, Connor Hoare and Landon Horning both competed in freestyle and Greco. They both placed in the top 2 in their weight classes this summer. Connor Hoare, who's a nose guard this year, bumped up a little bit in weight. He competed in Fargo Nationals this year, was picked for Team Indiana 16U. So, we've got some guys coming back that are going to be studs, and they're putting in the work. They're putting in the work out here on the field. And, for an off-season sport, for me, when they're out here and they're putting in the work and they're pushing guys around, they're using the same skills that we use in wrestling mat and in the weight room. And not only, hey, you got the girls golf in there. They're in there in the weight room.
I get them working out. That's right.
So it's awesome.
Hopefully the boys take as much pride in the weight room as the girls do. I tell you what, those girls, they can put a hurting on some of those boys. They get after it. They do. They do. It's fun to watch. So, I know, obviously high school sports is a big part of your coaching responsibility, but you do a lot with the feeder programs as well. And I know that's a big deal for the wrestling program, or any program really, if you start them out young. Get them learning kind of the basics, at the beginning, and then hopefully you can start working on the more technical stuff as they get to high school.
Absolutely. I've got some really good coaches, a lot of alums, Jeremy Barnes, the Schaefers, Nolan and Jeff, Coach Collins and Jeremy, they both just became part of the fire department. Matt Powis is back. He's our only state champ that we've had, went to IU, All-American. We've got some good alums. Jacob Holt is coming back. He's got a young one in the program. It takes a lot, as a head coach, building those young kids and getting the families to buy in year after year, and keep coming back. And then, girls wrestling, it's huge, so I've got a little third grader. She's all in.
Do you? Good.
Yeah, Hallie's going to do it this year, and I've talked to some of the other parents, and I think, it's a growing sport. It's the most, nationally ranked growing sport, across the country, girls wrestling. So, you're going to start seeing more girls, especially around this area. I know Wrights has got some girls. I know Mount Vernon's got some teams out there. But it's all the coaches rallying together to make wrestling and make Southern Indiana note. So it's really awesome.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, appreciate you coming on tonight. Appreciate everything you do for the school. I know you're passionate about Memorial, and it shows, and we appreciate everything you do. So thanks for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, I've got some Kipley's scores coming through you for SIC. We've got Central losing to Wrights 20-7. Mater Dei up on Jasper 14-7 at half. North up 21-0 against Boise. Castle up 14-8 against Vincennes. That's a game to watch for sure. And then outside of the SIAC at halftime right now, you got Gibson Southern up 11 to Southridge with 7. So that's a close game. Gibson Southern's somebody that we could possibly see in postseason. And then another score outside of the SIC, Heritage Hills up 15-0 against North Posey. North Posey's a smaller school, but they've got a pretty good program this year, so it's going to be exciting to see the end of that game. So, again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank everybody else for watching our Royal Express Car Wash halftime show. Especially want to thank Royal Express Car Wash, who provides daily 24/7 car washing in Evansville. Located right off the Lloyd Expressway on Pearl Drive on the west side, the Rupp family gives you fast and convenient one-time washes as well as unlimited wash plans, all at affordable prices. Again, Tigers are up 38-0 at half against the Harrison Warriors. We're going to take a short break, and Jevin and Mike will be right back with you for Memorial Football Live on IndianaSRN.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar, oh yeah.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because our academics prepare students to
Carezzo Landscape has provided landscape services to customers in the Evansville area for over 20 years. The company started small in the late 1990s and has grown to where it is today because of a devoted effort to provide quality and personable service. The goal of our staff is to consistently meet and exceed our customers' expectations while adding value to each property we visit. Call us today at 812-853-6868 for all your landscape needs.
Love's Casey's Dugout where the flavor's on fire. Pizza so good it'll take you higher. From Evansville, repping the town. Hot slices, cold drinks, best spot around. We're different, come see, we got what you need. Ice cold ski, that's the drink for your feet. Crispy crust, toppings for eternity. Come for the pizza, stay for the company. Love's Casey's Dugout where the flavor's on fire.
Just about ready for the start of half number 2 here at Romaine Stadium with Mike Scavara. I'm Jevin Redmond. 38-0 Tigers. Memorial will have the opening kickoff. And again, we will have a running clock for the remainder of this contest. And the only time the clock does stop is if there is a timeout, injury, and after a team scores. So Tigers, another extremely solid first half. You look at some of the offensive numbers. Fisher, 12 of 16 for 148 through the air. Kendrick had 5 carries for 74 yards, 2 rushing scores. Landon Horning had 5 carries for 61 yards. He also had a rushing touchdown. 322 yards of total offense. Harrison had just 59, and the Ball Hawks were out again. You look at linebacker O'Donohue. He had 7 tackles. And, again, there's really not too much nitpick out in that first half.
Yeah, also Brashears had 9 tackles to lead the Tigers as again, interceptions by Hinkie and Lively. And, of course, Luke Elsperman, a nice job. He's a couple of touchdowns, 1 rushing and 1 receiving. So, all in all, it all adds up to 38 points and that running clock.
Would expect to see the reinforcements in to start this drive for Memorial. The backup quarterback is Luke Brown. We'll probably get a heavy dose of Imony, and then we've also seen freshman Drew Ellis in these situations throughout the year.
Looks like it's even the reserve kick return team too.
Time to rip out the roster card, Mike.
That's right. And it's a good thing that we do that. This will be the third running clock in 5 games.
Second half underway. Kickoff returned from the 15-yard line to the 30, 35, 40. Near the midfield stripe. That was Landon Horning.
Yep.
On the return, he takes it just shy of the 50.
Good acceleration. Horning, the backup guy. Again, the Swiss Army knife. He does just about all of that. As Coach Hurley talked to Landon, one of our profile players of the game. As you can see, takes it right about the 15. Gets good blocking by the second unit return team. Gets it near the 50-yard line. Mark it at the Tigers' 48.
Well, it looks like the quarterback is 14, Vance Alsman. He's a freshman. 6 foot 175. He'll hand off right tackle. It's the freshman Drew Ellis who gets about a yard or two.
Yeah, Ellis stopped by Sutton. I'll give him a yard. He was the tailback, and Imany was the running back.
We saw Alsman one other time this year, didn't we?
Yes.
So pick up a yard there for Ellis, 2nd and 9.
Probably keep it on the ground a lot. Run out of the I formation. They'll run a tight end. So you got
Imany is the fullback.
6 guys on the line of scrimmage.
It is Ellis marching between the hash marks, driven to the turf. You got a handful there. Set up 3rd down and 5.
In on a stop, leading was Jordan Hogan. 3rd down. And I'm sure you're going to see a lot of using the play clock by the Tigers offense. Or maybe not. They get up there with still 18 seconds to go. Go out of the gun this time. 2 backs in the backfield.
That is Imany and Ellis on 3rd down. Trouble with the snap. And the quarterback, Alsman, is able to pick it up and just falls on it at the 44 as the Tigers lose a handful and will have to punt on 4th down, the opening drive of the second half.
See who the backup punter is, or if they're going to go for it.
It's 4th and 14 from the Tigers' 44-yard line. Alsman, the freshman, getting instructions from the far sideline, comes back out. And looks like they will now kick it away, and that's going to be Imany to punt it.
And they're not sure who's supposed to punt it. Well, they're going to call timeout to figure it out. We'll take a break.
Yep, we'll step aside.
Licensed Sports Official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter @IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now @IndianaSRN.
Memorial had to burn an early timeout. They were trying to get into punt formation, and there was some confusion between who should be kicking, and it looked like. And so they had to call a timeout. So Memorial will line back up. And again, they're playing with all the JV guys. Freshman quarterback Vance Alsman in the game. And it appears it'll be Gene Imany. He's the backup punter, at least he is at the moment. But almost blocked. Shorter kick. We'll see how it bounces. It takes a slight Tigers bounce inside the 25, rolling toward the 20-yard line. Hey, thanks to Rockabar. They're a sponsor of tonight's Tigers broadcast on IndianaSRN. 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Stop by after the game or for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Their menu not only has your favorite salads and pizzas, but also other fine food.
So Imany comes up with a 36-yard punt. So Harrison will start 1st and 10 from their own 20.
We see Knapp and Bavone in a quarterback tonight. It is Knapp who will start this first drive of the third quarter.
Against the reserve defense for Memorial. They had 10 guys, now they have 11.
Knapp's going to pass. Quick strike across the middle. They got about 4 or 5 yards there to the 25-yard line.
Sam Merkel on the stop.
And again, it was Cordavian Reed who's been a busy guy tonight offensively for Harrison.
Memorial won last year 29-0. That was the first game where Matthew Fisher did not play. They got Elsperman got a couple of touchdowns in that one. Will Petke was the quarterback. As Harrison looking to, they lost 29-0, looking to get some points on the board against Memorial here tonight. And the clock running, 7.5 to go.
2 wide receivers each side. Here's a handoff to Sutton. Sutton to the 35-yard line, 40, and Sutton stays on his feet, gets out of a couple of tackles into Tiger territory, 40. We have a foot race, 30. Toward that far sideline, drugged down from behind all the way at the 20-yard line. The biggest play of the night for Harrison has them set up right around the red zone. And they'll be inside the red zone.
Goes from Harrison 24. Here's the replay. As Sutton, again, 6 foot, 230, and breaking tackles against that reserve defense. And finally gets run down there by Carter, along with David Hinkie.
I think it's safe to say for the JV defense for the Tigers, you don't see a whole lot of 6'1", 230 running backs playing those games throughout the middle of the week, so they'll have to adjust. It'll be 1st and 10 for the 19.
And he's their leading rusher coming in, and great acceleration.
Ball is loose on the turf as a flag flies in. Not many penalties tonight. It's been a fairly clean game.
Yeah, Harrison 2, Memorial 1 in that first half.
And this foul will go against Harrison, some early movement.
Yeah. You can call that a delay of game because 10 guys were going and the center hadn't snapped it. But it's a procedure. So that'll back him up 5. And the clock's still running, folks.
So that sequence almost takes 60 seconds off the clock.
I know. Yeah, you get a long penalty there. That eats up a long time.
So 1st and 15 from the 24. Harrison trying to get their first points of the night. Knapp looking to throw, pump fakes once, heaves it toward the end zone. Wide open, touchdown Warriors. They're on the board thanks to that connection. 24 yards to Xavier Brooks, his 4th touchdown catch of the year. That was a 3-play drive.
Goes 80 yards. And the clock still runs.
Until the PAT, yep.
Yep.
Looks like Harrison might go for 2 here. 38-6 is our score. Running back is Calhoun next to Knapp, who will pass. Back pylon. Good throw. Great catch. Leaping and staying in bounds is Addison Thomas. The 2-point try is successful, and we will take a timeout. So Harrison gets her first points the second half. Tigers still by 30.
Rock-A-Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock-A-Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock-A-Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock-A-Bar. Oh, yeah.
Harrison gets their first points of the night. It's now 38-8 with 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. The drive was 3 plays, 80 yards, 4 minutes and 18 seconds. And they had that running clock. There was also a penalty that took a decent amount of time off. Here's a shorter kick returned by the Tigers. 83, Evan Helt. Helt squeezes through to the 41-yard line. So Brooks made the touchdown catch, and then Thomas had the grab on the 2-point conversion.
So good field position again for the Tigers. 2 good kickoff returns. Starts from the Memorial 41-yard line.
The second drive of the night for Vance Alsman at quarterback.
Coach Hurley would just like to have them pick up a couple of first downs here.
They fake it to Imony. Alsman keeps it himself. Gets out of a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and a great run by the freshman Alsman as he zips his way into Harrison territory, and it's a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, good second effort there. He did a nice job eluding one tackle, or spinning out of him anyway. Running to the right. Looked like he wanted to pitch it there for a moment. But there's a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. He turns a 2-yard loss to a 10-yard gain.
And Ellis back there with that option as well. First down of the second half for the Tigers. Here is Imony, and he is gobbled up. Tackle for loss of 2 back at the 50. Looked like 74, Jameer Dixon got him.
Loss of 2.
Memorial's offense in the first half scored on 5 of their 6 drives. And then also you had the field goal at the end of the second quarter, 35-yard variety from Pate Barrett, which is a career long. 2nd and 12 from the 50.
Offsides against Harrison.
That'll make things a bit easier now. 2nd and 7. Hey, thanks to Evansville Hyundai, a sponsor of tonight's broadcast on IndianaSRN. Stop by the Evansville Hyundai Auto Dealership for your next purchase of a new or used car. Located on Evansville's east side, it's home to the 100,000 miles powertrain warranty and 3 years free maintenance.
Coach Sutton getting some reserves in there.
Second down play, handoff Ellis. Crashes into a red jersey and then gets ripped to the turf at the 41. Ellis got 4.
And Dylan Kendrick's brother, younger brother. Well, Memorial is going to go to 5-0, and I'm sure retain that #1 ranking in Class 3A for another week.
This is 3rd and 3. And it'll be 1st and 10 because the entire line jumped off sides. Well, they're in sync, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like some dance move out there. Second first down, actually the 3rd first down via the penalty for the Tigers.
So that means one more play here in this third quarter. Second time the Tigers have had it here in this second half. Harrison went 3 plays, 80 yards for the score. Here is Ellis, marching left side, cuts it inside of the 30, and Ellis twisting his way to the 25. Gets enough for the first down, a pickup of 11, and that carry should take us to the end of the third quarter. So the Memorial reserves trying to get their first points of the night. And they will have a 1st and 10 from the Harrison 25-yard line when we come back. After 3 quarters from Romaine Stadium, it's the Tigers 38 and the Warriors 8.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, we're at the halfway point of the football season, week 5, and some teams are ready for postseason already. Girls golf will have their sectionals tomorrow, hosting it at Fendrick. Good luck to Tucker Smith and crew as Tigers compete tomorrow.
And we expect nothing but the first place, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Always first place,
well,
yeah.
And we'll have Tucker talk about it at halftime next week.
We'll see if Tucker's on the hot seat come this week. Well, he did provide some third-quarter scores elsewhere throughout the SIAC. North leads Boise 27-0. Tight one between Castle and Vincennes. Castle leads Vincennes 20-16. Wright's on top of Central 4-7. Mater Dei in front of Jasper 28-14, and 2 scores outside of the SIAC. Southridge leads Gibson Southern 14-11, maybe a bit surprising there. And Heritage Hills 29, North Posey nothing. Also, maybe a tad surprising that Castle Vincennes score based off what's happened the first 4 weeks.
Well, Vincennes, they're a physical ball club, and they play well. First play of the fourth quarter.
They're going to pitch it to Ellis, looking for a block. Ellis zipping to the 20, to the 15, turns the corner, 10, stays in bounds, and he has himself a touchdown. It's Drew Ellis from 25 yards out.
Nothing fancy right there. Get in a spread formation and just toss it to the tailback, who's got good speed, good size, get some good blocks on the perimeter. Watch the bottom of your screen there as Ellis able to get down the sidelines for 6.
And we'll have a backup kicker as well for the PAT. On to kick this is Adrian Jackson. Just gets the kick off, and it is good. So the Tigers reserve score to begin the fourth quarter, and it's Memorial 45, Harrison 8.
I'm Keith Myers, Vice President of IndianaSRN. Thanks for joining us. Do you know IndianaSRN broadcasts 350 games a year? All sorts of sports? Yeah, we do. Hard to believe, isn't it? IndianaSRN loves to put student athletes first on our website. If you're a business out there, we probably could help you too. Contact us at coach@indianasrn.org. Grandma from out of state thanks you. Mom and Dad who can't get to the game thanks you as well. In fact, our athletes watch the games over and over again. Our military has enjoyed the games as well. So sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN.
Five plays, 59 yards, 5 minutes and 20 seconds for the Tigers reserves. And Drew Ellis has his first rushing score of his high school varsity career. 25-yard scamper, 45-8 Memorial. And Mike, we have some thank yous here for week 5.
As always, we can't do it without the fine people that help us each and every week for Memorial. President Josh Rising, Principal Aaron Schmidt, Athletic Director Chad Dockery, as head coach John Hurley, and administrative assistant Patty Van. As the kickoff there, a lot of dancing around. And of course for Evansville Harrison, Superintendent David Smith, Principal Tamara Skinner, Athletic Director Andre Thomas, EVSC AD Andy Owen, Head Coach Mo Sutton, and administrative assistant Casey Burkhart. Big thank you to all of them for helping us getting ready for our broadcast at the beginning of the week. And of course, our fine production crew, none better here. Nick Lewis, our producer, and Sam Doherty, our cameraman.
Anderson Thomas had that return for Harrison, but a penalty will back the Warriors up inside their own 10 with just over 10 minutes to go. The drive will start from the 4. Well, you belong at Ivy Tech with 5 terms each year, flexible scheduling, and the most affordable tuition and books in the state. There's always a great time to begin at Ivy Tech. Join them for Tuesdays at the Tech. Bavone, quarterback now for Harrison. Be his second series of the night. Handoff right up the middle. Head of steam by Jackson Calhoun. And the Harrison first down on that 16-yard carry.
A nice tackle there by Christian Pickerel, or else he's going to go a lot more. You can see them running right up the middle. Pickerel comes up and stops. Good tackle.
Bavone had a quick stint in the second quarter when he came in behind Ryland Knapp, went 3 and out, and they put Knapp back in the game. Bavone will heave it to the far side, and he short hops his target, sophomore Addison Thomas.
The Memorial Tigers will be at Enlow Field next week. Can't follow us here on IndianaSRN.org. Make sure you're there as the Memorial Tigers will take on Evansville Bossy, while the Harrison Warriors next week will travel up to Vincennes.
And to send me those directions to Enlow Field. We've only been there once this year. Be there back-to-back weeks. Of course, Wrights will be week 7. That could very well have implications as far as a regular season title in the SIAC. On second down, a short gain here.
Then the reserves running out. So a lot of playing time for a lot of white jerseys. And the participation chart will have a lot of check marks next to a lot of jersey numbers for the stat man for the Memorial Tigers. We got a running clock, state of Indiana, as the running clock was initiated, was it 2019, was it?
Oh, I had your cheat sheet. I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know. I'm going to have to print off another one for next week.
I thought you had it memorized.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, it was April 29th of 2019.
Bavone's pass nearly picked off, went off the fingertips of the Tigers defender, Jackson Bryant. I was watching that play. When did that get implemented? What year?
2019. April 29th, actually approved by the executive committee of the IHSAA then. Seems like, didn't realize it's been that long.
I know.
And the Indiana Football Coach Association, a great organization, as they make a lot of suggestions, and most of their suggestions are taken in a positive way by the IHSAA.
This is 4th and 5, low snap. Bavone picks it up, moves to his left, spins one. Good throw, right on target to Addison Thomas, and he has a first down at the 35-yard line. On 4th and 5, the Warriors pick up 10.
Holding on for dear life was Sam Merkel along with Liam Schmidt. But another first down keeps the drive alive for the Harrison Warriors. Again, good presence of mind by Bavone do that, and Thomas keeps himself open, comes back to the quarterback. Good job there. So a fresh set of downs.
Fumbling the snap this time is Bavone. His knee was down. He was trying to scoop it up and take off running, but he's marked down at the 30, so they'll lose 5. Well, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, they're a 50 years in operation business that is family and third generation owned. How easy can it get for quality furniture and a quality mattress? Stop by and see the friendly folks at People's Furniture Mattress Outlet in Evansville. Pavone fakes the handoff, throws it out into the flat far side. It's caught by Thomas, weaving his way to the 39-yard line. Able to gain 9 there. Will set up 3rd down and 6.
Good pursuit there by the Tiger defense. Coming up with the stop is Evan Helt along with David Hinkie. A lot of underclassmen out there getting valuable varsity playing time for the Tigers. And again, that bodes well when you have a successful program where you can have a running clock, Jevin, because they get a lot of reps, and it's all about reps and getting, when you get up to the varsity, you feel a lot more comfortable when you've played actually in varsity games.
Just under 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Pavone 3-step drop. Across the middle, it's caught by Thomas again, near the 50-yard line, into Tigers territory, out of bounds. That'll be a 1st down for Harrison. They're looking for one more score tonight.
Liam Schmidt, Sam Merkel on the stop. Again, with a running clock, this drive actually, as you can see, nice pass, nice block out there by Brooks. As this drive started on the Harrison 4 with 11:08 on the clock, and with a running clock, we're down to 4:08.
So Pavone has had a couple of completed passes on this drive. He'll throw again, launches left side, backpedaling, and a catch inside the 20. Good adjustment by the wide receiver over here, as that is Xavier Brooks, who does have a touchdown catch tonight. And now Harrison marching down the field quickly. That was their 8th play of this drive.
Another 1st down. They've got 5 1st downs here this second half. It's good protection. Pavone hits Brooks, and Tigers come up with the stop.
Hey, real quick, want to thank Casey's Dugout. Coming out to Casey's Dugout, Evansville's new boutique pizza place located on Lincoln Avenue. They have great food, drinks, and family fun. Casey's Dugout, a proud supporter of Memorial Athletics.
Robert Campbell was the tackler on the previous play.
Pavone has had some success throwing. He doesn't have time here, and that's a big sack all the way back to the 40-yard line as Sam Merkel came flying after him. That's a loss of 22.
Yeah, it goes from the 18, and where do they mark it? Said progress was where?
Okay, a little short
33, so 15-yard sack.
I got the 35-yard line confused for the 40 there, Mike.
Yeah.
Regardless of big sack, a loss of 15. Be 2nd and 25.
Tigers came into the game with 2 sacks all year. They've got 2 here tonight.
Thomas in motion here. Pavone fakes it to him. He'll try to follow 2 blockers there as Pavone gets tripped up at the 28-yard line, a gain of 5. He was following both Calhoun and Thomas on that run. And this next play will mark the longest of the night for Harrison in terms of number of plays. They had a 10-play drive in the first quarter that resulted in an interception. This next play will be number 11.
As we get under 2 minutes. If Memorial does not get the ball anymore, they will have had the ball here 8 minutes and 34 seconds. They only had it 8 minutes and 10 seconds in the first half. So time of possession doesn't necessarily reflect how the score is going to end up.
Pavone spins it across the middle, and it's picked off. And a chance for a return. Middle of the field. This is Liam Schmidt. And Schmidt staying on his feet past the 45-yard line. The Tigers defense has their 3rd interception of the night.
He grabs it at the 20 and returns it almost near the midfield. So as you said, 3 INTs tonight for the Tigers. Again, coming into the game, they only had 3 all year.
Mm-hmm.
Saw the return here.
So Liam Schmidt got that pick. He is a freshman. And it looks like maybe one play and this game will be over. Stick with us. We'll have a quick recap on our post-game show. Plus, we will have our Rockabar player of the game. Tigers will just take a kneel down here. So the number 1 team in Class 3A, Memorial, will move to 5-0. Again, they're home against Boise next week. Harrison will drop to 0-5. And after 3 straight home games, they'll hit the road and play at Vincennes for Week 6. There's a kneel down. Rest of the clock will run out, and it's a final from Romaine Stadium on the east side of Evansville, Week 5. Tigers win it easily tonight, 45-8. Our postgame show comes your way next.
Bar for breakfast, featuring all your tasty morning favorites. Rock a Bar for lunch with daily plate specials plus full menu. Rock a Bar for dinner, featuring Evansville's favorite pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, and more. Join us Tuesdays at 7 as Trivia Night. Rock a Bar. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Darby here at Hyundai of Evansville. We love this community and we love these hot deals that we are offering. Like low prices on the new 23 Santa Fe's, now get an additional $2,500 rebate when you finance with Hyundai Motor Finance and get 3-year free maintenance and America's best warranty.
So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, stop in and let us show you some love.
Right here at Hyundai of Evansville, where credit is never a deal breaker.
Where nobody walks away because everybody saves.
Why do our students love Wrights Memorial?
Because I can grow stronger on the field and in my faith. I believe in my teammates. I believe in my classmates. And through Christ, I believe I can accomplish anything.
Come live your faith at Wrights Memorial.
Final score here in Week 5 on our Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. Give them a call, 812-471-0400. Memorial wins 45-8, improved to 5-0 on the season. They led 38-0 at halftime. They only scored in the second half. Came on well, there was actually 2 different scenarios. The first from Harrison, a 24-yard touchdown catch by Xavier Brooks, his 4th touchdown grab of the year. That was a 24-yard throw from Rylan Knapp. 2-point try was successful. Addison Thomas caught that one. It was 38-8 Memorial with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Then the Tigers JV team went 5 plays, 59 yards in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Drew Ellis, the freshman, picked up his first varsity rushing touchdown from 25 yards out. It was really a nifty run. The PAT was kicked by Adrian Jackson, who was a sophomore. And that made it 45-8 Tigers, 11:08 to go in the fourth quarter, and that is our final score tonight on our Greer's Flooring America scoreboard. By the way, the Tigers defense tonight had 3 interceptions, 2 in the first half. The third came from Liam Schmidt, a freshman, there at the very end of the game, and that leads us into our Rock-A-Bar player of the game. With as good as the offense was and as efficient, it was really a balanced attack. No one individual stole the show. So to make things easy, we're going to go to the defense tonight because they held Harrison to 8 points. They've held the opposition below 10 points on average through 5 weeks. And Mike, tonight they had 3 interceptions, which surpasses their total of 2 the whole year coming in.
Nice job all the way around, and Coach Hurley gets a lot of players in. Got a running clock the second half in a ball game where Memorial jumps their record to 5-0. Harrison still winless in 5 tries. As a very efficient ball game. Memorial even there got a little rush the field goal kicker in at the end. As again, Pate Barrett not only is 5 for 5 on extra points, he gets 3 more on a career-long field goal. He gets 8 points on the night. A lot of scoring by the usual guys in that first half. An overall team win as the Memorial Tigers, you can see Coach Hurley talking to them after the ball game. Again, reminding them of the fact that this game is over and we've got another one coming up next week.
So our part of the game is the Tigers defense. That's brought to you by Rock-A-Bar. Stop by for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at 4600 Washington Avenue in Evansville. Tonight's Tigers football broadcast has been brought to you by Memorial High School. Also, the Booster Club, Rock-A-Bar Pizza, Caressel Landscape, People's Furniture Mattress Outlet, Lansing Home Showroom. Tigers football is also brought to you by Mel K, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, Ivy Tech Evansville, Hyundai of Evansville, Casey's Dugout. As we mentioned, the Memorial Athletic Booster Club, an extra plug for them because a week from tomorrow, it'll be their steak night. That'll be September 28th. It's at the school. Be sure to join them for great food and fellowship. You can like the Memorial Athletic Booster Club on Facebook for more information. So our next broadcast comes your way next Friday back at Enloe Field. It'll be the Boise Bulldogs and the Memorial Tigers, 6:30 kickoff. That means their pregame show begins at 6:10. Big thanks to our producer tonight, Nick Lewis. Sam Doherty was on the camera. Analyst was Mike Scovara. I'm Javin Redmond. Thank you. It's been a pleasure and a privilege. One last time, the final score in Week 5 at Romaine Stadium. The Tigers take care of business 45-8, and Memorial is now 5-0. Good night from Romaine Stadium, and have a great rest of your weekend.